Hello there guys, welcome to a new video on my channel. Today we have the first episode of Clash of Nations, and this is a kind of special video. Some people did wait for a long time. I'm sorry it took that long. Also, I will be commentating the first two episodes alone. This is due to the fact that we tried to commentate it together, Max and me, but somehow it didn't work. So we will commentate probably the next episodes if he's still interested. And for this one and the next episode you will only hear me alone. If you have any advice for me regarding the commentating or the event itself, don't hesitate to type it in the comments or send me a direct message on Discord. Also, if you're not in already and want to participate, also reach out to me. I can give you the role on my server for that. If you didn't join my Discord server, the link is in the bio, in the description, better to say. We will always have it nation versus nation, like I said in the teaser. And yeah, if anything special is on, I will always reach out to you guys, but mostly it will circle around the tech tree ships. And yes, before people are asking, there will be a tier 10 version, one normal and also a CV versus AA ship. So stay tuned for that. I will need a lot of support. The tier 10 CV versus AA ship will most likely be on the American server. So if you're from an A and have either a tier 10 carrier or a Worcester, Des Moines, whatever, yeah, feel free to reach out as always. And now we will start with the video. I hope you will have much fun with it. And yeah, see you all next time. Bye.
Whose country are we in? Mine.
So we're directly diving into the first match. We have Bismarck, Tirpitz, Gneisenau, Prinz Eugen, Admiral Hipper, Z-23 and Leberecht Mars versus Alabama, Norca, Colorado, Cleveland, Wichita, Benson and Sims. In a few matches we actually had to, or I think in one match or more, I don't know, we actually had to restart it because some people didn't have a camo on. But that can happen, it's always just about the fun. The view from the rock was pretty interesting. So let's see what the teams are doing. We have on the left flank Prinz Eugen, Tirpitz and Z-23. And on the right flank we have Hipper, Leberecht, Mars, Gneisenau and Bismarck. And on the American side we have on the right flank Benson, Wichita, North Carolina and Colorado. And on the left flank it's Alabama, Cleveland and Sims. Sims goes pretty, not too offensive at least, not like Z-23. Prinz Eugen and Tirpitz are trying to be a little bit more defensive, I guess. And we see on the German side, down there, we see a train going onto the right flank. All 4 ships in a convoy. That's pretty fun. Also, thank you very much to Romaniac for joining in the first round. He had to go after this one. But still, very nice of you to join us. It was a lot of fun seeing you there. And yeah, if you should be interested at any time soon for a little bit better organized next episode, you're always welcome, of course. Shots out on the Wichita. Stani goes a little bit more defensive here. Apparently he learned from SOS. Sorry, Stani. It's a running joke. It has to be done. It has to be done, I'm sorry. But the focus fire from the American side goes all to the Gneisenau, and it's probably the best target for them right now, since the destroyer should be undetected. But Tomania and Hansi Peter here, you can see them. They are actually staying very close together, and yeah, the Leberecht Mars torpedoes might actually hit a lot of them, versus Gneisenau on their side is pretty low. And of course I didn't take a look on the torpedo hits. Some of them hit Hansi Peter apparently, but he's healing. Torps out from the Z-23 at the Sims, and we can see the Cleveland is backwards. This is kinda the thing for light cruisers that I like to see. Go in a kiting position and go more defensive. You can go out of the situation pretty fast. It's just that you don't have to do it on the left flank because it's just Tirpitz, Prinz Eugen and a Z-23. But you can see the Z-23 is already half, same as Gneisenau. Gneisenau is actually more low. 1/3 of the ship, I guess. And is going offensive in again. Let's call it interesting, because I don't really see the sense of now pushing into the Norca and Colorado. But who knows what his thoughts were on that one. Prince Eugen also going a little bit more forward. Shots out on the Cleveland. And not this salvo, but all in all in the match, was pretty amazed by the shots of the Prince Eugen. I mean, I know we are all good players in here, and well, we all know how to aim, at least mostly. I don't know how to aim sometimes, but the shots of the Prince Eugen were pretty accurate, and this is kind of what shows me that some ships are just not able to play in normal randoms, but in training room, in an event like this, even the Hipper worked, you know? And also Bismarck isn't the worst option here. But yeah, let's see what they're doing. It's just Leberecht, Mars, Bismarck, and Hipper here against a Benson. And Kolo, Norca, and I think the Wichita, right? Yeah, should be the Wichita. Stani in his Wichita. So the Germans lost their first ship. It's now a bit... The Americans have a slight advantage, but as you can also see, the Alabama kind of took a lot of damage here. Tirpitz is going backwards, also on the defensive side. Versus Cleveland is still standing there, like, back with the back to the match, to the fight. Oh, Alabama shots out on the Tirpitz. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, okay, it's a decent hit. It's definitely better than my hits with my Alabama. I somehow don't really enjoy the ship anymore. It's sad, kind of. But Alabama goes down. That's what I mean. It was a good Prince Eugen salvo. And now we have Z-23 and Prince Eugen versus the Sims. This will most likely turn pretty bad for the Sims. But Zevov also going in here. I think he's spotted. Is he? No, he's not. The war shots out on the Wichita. But he will meet Payden soon in his Admiral Hipper. Did he had a shot out? Yes, I think he hit Zevov there. And on this side, the Cleveland also gets punished now. He's getting rushed by Prince Eugen. Tirpitz is also going pretty offensive. Z-23 is just supporting them. AP damage by him is also very good. Admiral Hipper took out Benson, so we have it's kinda even on the right side as well. And Cleveland goes also down, so the Americans weren't really able to play their advantage with the ships. And the Germans kinda turned the game around. And right flank is just defending against them. Look at this. Colorado and Norca are going backwards because of the DD up there. So he's kind of just distracting them and trying to take some fire away from his cruiser and his Bismarck. Bismarck is almost dead. And now we can see Stani and his Wichita getting pushed by Prince Eugen, Tirpitz and Z-23. And this is kind of what they don't want to happen, but what was obvious would happen. From the point on the Alabama went out, so this was kind of to be expected. Wichita should be out here. Yeah, one more salvo and should be dead. Yeah, Wichita's dead. So Tomania is also kind of low as well, but he or they might be able to take out Monkey D. Ruffy here, probably, or not. Well, seems like Monkey is able to take out Tomania. Is he? Or is he going out? No, he's not. Prince Eugen took out Tomania. Okay. So, Friese takes out Tomania. And now it's just Palisade and Hansi Peter in the cap. But they're up against everybody else. So, 2 against 6 is... kind of... How to say it in English? They're not thanking their team for leaving them alone, but... On the other side, the team couldn't do much. The Germans played it really well in the first round here. And are they able to sink? Yes, they're able to sink Z-23. But Palisade will also go out now. Yeah, he's dead. And the Torps and the Salvos are able to take out Hansi Peter as well. So it's a very clear victory in the first round for the Germans, with Prince Eugen taking the MVP. Very well done, very nice salvos. And I'm really enjoying the 7 versus 7 thing. It's nice to commentate on, and some very interesting battles. 65k with 4 kills, pretty well done, and now we have 2 more rounds. To be mentioned, we will always play 3 rounds, even if the Germans should win the second one as well. We will also we will always okay, there was a other voice here. We will also play 3 rounds. So it's just for the fun. It's nothing like, well, you win 2 games. It's all done. But yeah, let's dive into the second one. Okay, in the second game we had a replacement on the Bismarck. Harman is playing for Romania here, and Rudibot switched to a Scharnhorst. Yeah, and is not playing a Gneisenau anymore. The American team looks exactly the same, I think. So we will have the same matchup on each side all the time, which means you know who's where, but it's always about the tactics. Also, why is it in Russian for me? Did I choose a Russian ship? Probably. I probably did. Yeah, so they're playing it very similar like last time. You can see the 4 people on the right flank going to the right as well. Scharnhorst will move in a few. I think he got a disconnect there. Same as Prince Eugen. Now he's moving. Yeah, there we go. And the Americans will probably be more careful about the left flank because they know what's coming. They know that Z23 and Tirpitz are definitely on their way. Prince Eugen might be able to go on the right as well, but they most likely won't do it, and they know it. They have both teams have some pretty good players on their sides who know about tactics, and Palisade already got shot here by Z23, I guess, and is now backing off there. And now they know that at least he is coming there. And you can see Bismarck not shooting so far, but is spotted going in front of his Hipper. And Torps out from the Leberecht Mars on Hansi-Peter and Tomenia there. So that looks great. While on the left flank, Alabama sits way more back, and Cleveland is also more careful. Palisade actually did go to the right flank and helps out there, so it's 5 ships versus 4. And now you saw the torpedoes by the Benson. Keep them in mind. Keep them torpedoes in mind. They were aimed at the Bismarck, and if you take a look here, that is devastating. Shots in by Kolo and Norca, and that's a dead Bismarck. Yeah, that's what happens if you don't pay attention to your surroundings. We have a voice chat for every matchup, and Harman wasn't in there, so he couldn't know what they are doing, which brought me to the fact that I don't want to have people in that can't play in voice chat. So it's easier for the teams to coordinate. But look at this torpedoes by Marquis, and Seawolf is dead. Very good torpedoes by him, so that's an even flank here. Also, why does it show me that there's 7 ships? 8 ships on the American side. Can just I see that? The icon? In the top right corner? Okay, that's weird. Anyways, focus more on the gameplay. Stani goes more defensive. This is the nice thing about this American cruiser line. They can go backwards, actually, bow in, and are not being pushed to death that much, because you have most of your guns to the front. You have a rapid reload, and you can play it this way. That's also how I play my Des Moines most of the time. And what you can already see is that Alabama is going more back. How's the Tirpitz looking? I can't see it right now because I'm commentating the games afterwards. So if we take a look at the Tirpitz at some point soon, we will be able to see how many hit points he got left. C23 there. Oh, we saw him very short, but Alabama takes a shot in for Tirpitz. Oh, but Tirpitz, Alabama should be dead, yeah. And Tirpitz is half health, a little bit less. But up against Cleveland and Sims, and you know we have Tim here. Tim is I would say a very good cruiser player. On the right flank, Monkey goes out by a nice shot of Hansi Peter, I think. Both of them, Tomania and him, seems like they had a pretty good communication, which is good, which is very good. Oh, the torps look good. Palisades torps look very good, and they will take out the Tirpitz here. Yep. Captain McLean is dead, and now it's just Z23 versus both of them. I mean, Prince Eugen is on the rock as well, but just hanging there a bit and is almost dead. He will most likely be shot by the Wichita here. No torpid on the Cleveland, but that's a dead Prince Eugen. Although we have to admit that the Wichita doesn't look good as well. So Z23 might be able to take him out. Yeah, let's take a look. Is he able to take him out? We also have Cleveland and Sims shots coming in. And Stan is just going bow in. This is very good. This is very good. But yeah, he's dead. But on the same time, the Germans, I would say the Germans lost the game already. They will take out Rudi here. And probably Payton as well. Yeah, that's a very good salvo. That was a good salvo. Nice. Nice shot. And yeah, now it's just Scharnhorst versus Colorado and North Carolina, and that won't go well for him. That definitely won't go well for him. Let's see if Scharnhorst is able to take out Norca here, but I don't think so. Look at this AP. Oh my goodness. But the torps are hitting, right? Or is he going out after, before? No, 2 torps are hitting, but they're not doing much. Now let's watch the final Norca salvo. That's it. It's a win for the Americans, so it's 1-1 here. Both teams got 1 win. And a well-deserved MVP for Hansi Peter and his Norca here. There were some pretty good shots. So let's take a look at the team stats. What did they do? Let's watch. Okay, that's 87k and 4 kills here. That's pretty good. Very well done. Left flank just hold as long as possible. Yeah, and they got support by Stani here. So, very well done. And now let's go into the third and final game for this episode. And then we're already finished for today. Okay, for the third and final matchup, we have Monkey on the Bismarck this time and Bram for you. I hope I pronounced it right on the Leberecht here. Other team looks the same. And the rest of the German team as well. So, yeah, welcome to the Russian voice here. Very fitting. So, we have the same matchup all in all. Let's see if the Germans are still playing it the same way. It looks like it. Yeah, they are sending all 4 ships to the right. And the Americans... Well, that's interesting. The cruiser and the cab over there is Stani. So Stani is not completely moving to the right flank. For them the left flank, but I'm looking from the Germans' perspective here, so it's from the right flank. He's not moving to the right flank, but going on a position where he's able to cover both flanks and is able to give support there for both of his teams. Let's split the one team into 2 halves. So one team with each 2 teams there. But it's the same here. Martin in his Alabama is maybe staying even more defensive like last round, because he needs to be even more careful. He got kind of punished very bad on the flank, so staying more at the back with the Alabama doesn't get a bad range, and Tirpitz I think got less range than Alabama. I think so. So he might have an advantage regarding that one. Also, he can in fact get more guns on target if he's going bow in than the Tirpitz, because Tirpitz has to push in, and if he shows broadside, well, German BBs are not tending to eat shells that easily. They can also take a lot of damage. So 2 torpedoes might actually hit Tomania here. Yep. 2 will hit him. And Seewolf is going in very offensive versus the Leberecht Mars. watch him shooting his AP here. It's pretty good. Torpedo tubes damaged. So Payton got shot here. What I'm asking myself right now is, if you take a look at the minimap, look at the battleship on the bottom right. Is it too harsh to ask what he's doing there? It's I mean, it's not harsh, but you know, he's now spotted, so he doesn't have the surprising effect. How is it called in English? The momentum? I have no idea. I think you know what I mean. He's not able to surprise them, and it's 3 versus 1 there, so it won't go well for him. Stani has to run from Tirpitz, from McLean, and that's what I mean. You can see Martin is more on the defensive side here, preparing himself for Z23 to come in, and Cleveland is just spamming Tirpitz with AG, which is probably the best decision here for him to do. Good hits by Seehoff here in the Spenson with the torpedoes. That takes out Scharnhorst. Yeah, that was way too offensive, and I don't really know what he did there. So both battleships are out for the Germans here, and just Bismarck standing, and Bismarck is at the cap. So I get why he did it. It would have been too offensive, or too risky for him, I would say, in that way, at a certain point to go forward. So he's just trying to defend the cap, maybe now going to the left to help out on the left flank. But on the other side, the left flank is not getting pushed, and the Americans are just holding it. And this is probably the right thing to do. You still have Tomania and Hansi Peter here with their focus fire, and it's still visible that both of them got along pretty good. And yeah, well, Stani and Palisade would punish Z23 here. Oh, bad, and Cleveland gets a kill. Well done from that range, and not bad hit. Now, it's just Prince Eugen on the left flank, so it's obvious how that will go. He will be dead. Let's just see how long he can survive. Maybe they will get Seehoff here. Might be. And every kill actually in the final standing of each season, I will split it into seasons, and on the final of each season I am able to give out some gold for some people, and I might do it for most wins, most kills, and if you get killed, you get a minus point or something like that. I will still have to decide that one. I will update you as soon as I know. Also a thing I have to speak about with Tomania, actually. But now we're just into commentating, so let's just see Benson and Norca defending against 3 ships here. Seehoff is not spotted, but will they be able to take him out? I mean, it would be good for them. Let's see. They're focusing on the Cleveland here. A very good Hipper salvo, actually. So again, look at the performance of Admiral Hipper and Prince Eugen here. It's in normal randoms, both of them feel very weird to play. It's not a good experience, I would say. Oh, a decent hit on Seehoff. So what I want to say is this game mode is a good chance for people to try out some ships they didn't play for a long time, because they might actually work. Hipper and Prince Eugen did. They never had a bad game or something like that, I would say here. So, oh, nice hits by Palisade on the Bismarck. And now it's just Leberecht Maas and Admiral Hipper left versus 7. So, I would say in both the last games, always one of the German BBs kind of cost them the games. First game it was the Bismarck, this game it was the Scharnhorst. Oh, Bram might be able to take out the Seehoff here. Yes, I think that's a kill. Yeah, Seehoff is dead. And he won't go out in return. So, at least it was no 7-2 or something. It's it It's a 6-2, so not that devastating, but very well done by the Americans. That's a win for the American nation. Very well done by everybody here. There were some pretty fun games to see and to commentate on. This is the final standing, and here you will see the results put into a Excel sheet. Is it called like that? I think so. So here you go. That's the final standing for the first episode of Clash of Nations. I hope you all enjoyed it, and be ready for the next episode. We already recorded it. It's Italy versus Great Britain. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, if you're interested in joining, DM me. Say it on the server. See you all for the next episode and for the next videos. Have a good time. Bye bye.